once again to our chief guest, Shri Piyush Goyal, Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs and Food and Public Distribution and Textiles, Government of India. I shall now request him to address us via video conference. Ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished chief guest, Shri Piyush Goyal, via video conference.
Very much that very warm introduction and for the very good words you had for the government, for the Commerce Ministry, and more particularly for Prime Minister Modi's leadership in getting us a very good deal with the United Arab Emirates in terms of the comprehensive economic partnership agreement that will be signed today. Virtually, there will be an exchange between His Highness, the Crown Prince of UAE and Prime Minister Modi. And truly, this will be a golden letter day for the gem and jewelry industry. And I don't know whether it's a mere coincidence that you had this program today and the virtual summit is being held today, or whether this is a signal that we have great things in the offing for the gem and jewelry sector. My brother and colleague in the Union Cabinet, Shri Purushottam Rupalaji, my sister, my colleague in the Union government, and also the Honorable Union Minister for Textiles, Srimati Darshanaben Jardosh, my good friend and our Member of Parliament from my home city, Mumbai, Shri Gopal Shetty ji, all the other distinguished colleagues, both on the dais and off the dais, distinguished leaders of the gem and jewelry sector, ladies and gentlemen, I'm truly delighted to join the inaugural ceremony for India International Jewellery Summit Signature 2022. The IIJS Signature has truly become the signature event of the Indian jewellery sector and showcases its prowess to the entire world. The gem and jewelry sector is a prime example of the potential of Make in India, the potential of Brand India, as you rightly pointed out, Colin. And I do hope that in the years we will have the world looking up to India, and anything that comes from India, of course, hallmarked, assayed, and with the guarantee of quality, will be the sure identity which will distinguish Indian jewelry from all the others. And just like you mentioned, the Swiss watches are defined by their Swiss origin. We'll have Indian gem and jewelry products defining the India story, the India capabilities. Our history is filled with tales of many precious stones which have been attributed many powers. In the Vishnu Puran, there is a description of Syamantaka gem, which had the power to bring prosperity and plenitude to the possessor. And therefore, jewelry is intrinsic to India and has also today become a status or a style symbol in society. Jewelry making skills have been passed down in Indian families since many generations. And many of our friends who are participating in this jewelry show also have seen generations in this industry. Due to this rich tradition, the beauty, charm, design, and expressiveness of Indian jewelry is truly unmatched. Just like poets write poetry, our goldsmiths have written fascinating stories with threads of gold, silver, and precious metals. Despite disruptions due to COVID-19, the GJEPC has channeled its entrepreneurial spirit to convert this crisis into an opportunity. You organized virtual trade events like buyer-seller meets, International Gems and Jewellery Show, India Global Connect, webinars, and many more. These initiatives have helped the industry to bounce back quickly and gave a push both to domestic sales and exports. The IIJS Signature is an important jewelry show, which I think is an institution by itself and caters to the sourcing needs of gem and jewelry retailers and wholesalers from across the world. I believe you have 850 exhibitors participating in over 1,450 booths with 14,000 pre-registered visitors, of which over 400 have come from overseas. And there are delegations from many countries like the US, UAE, Egypt, Nepal, Uzbekistan. I truly compliment the entire team, which has put in all the effort in making this show a great success. The gem and jewelry sector is a strong pillar of the Indian economy. Our gold and diamond trade contributes about 7% to our GDP and employs over 50 lakh persons. The exports, as you rightly pointed out, already stand at 32 billion this year until January. And we are very confident that you will achieve a 40 billion export in the current year, which will be a growth of about 6.5% with respect to the pre-COVID period of 1920. I also believe that you are making efforts to achieve the original target of 44 billion. And I do hope February and March will help you to aspire closer to that target and help the country meet the ambitious and never before target of $400 billion of exports in one financial year. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, India wants to make the gem and jewelry sector self-reliant. We need an Atmanirbhar gem and jewelry sector. And therefore, this will be a focus area for both domestic growth and export promotion. The budget 2022 has paved the road for the sector to grow and expand India's footprint in the global gem and jewelry trade. The reduction in import duty on cut and polished diamonds to 5%, the extension of the emergency credit line guarantee scheme for MSMEs up to March 2023. I believe over 90% of your units are MSME units. The acceptance of personal surety bonds in place of bank guarantee for import of gold, the replacement of the SEZ Act, on which we are working very closely with the Finance Ministry with a new liberalized SEZ regime, a simplified regulatory framework for e-commerce to come out in the next few months, which will facilitate gem and jewelry exports through e-commerce, ensuring that small retailers are able to ship their products overseas. You have given us a $800 US dollar per consignment kind of indication. We have taken it up with the Ministry of Finance and hopefully we'll be able to come to a resolution of your request soon. As you rightly pointed out, today evening, there'll be another reason for your sector to celebrate. It will be a gift that will ensure an expedited growth of this sector for many decades to come. I'm happy to note that GJEPC, with the support of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, has been setting up common facility centers to improve productivity and quality of gem and jewelry products. We already have operational CFCs at Amreli, Palanpur, Junagadh, Visnagar, Coimbatore, Kolkata, Hyderabad, and Rajkot. I'm sure this will go a long way to help realize the goal of Make in India for the world and truly give us the benefit of the India-UAE Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, of which one of the biggest beneficiaries is certainly going to be your sector. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to aim to be a global champion in this sector by taking up bigger and bolder challenges, bigger targets, both in domestic production as well as in the export market. To achieve this, we need to build an agile mindset, looking for opportunities all across the world. In fact, creating new opportunities. I'm glad to see such positive and buoyant energy. Even though we have connected through video conference, I can feel the enthusiasm in the room there and the passion amongst your stakeholders. As they say, nothing great in the world has ever been accomplished without passion. As I sign off, I wish every success for this mega event and hope to see many such successful initiatives in the future. તમને સબને મારી બહુ બહુ શુભકામનાએ અને આજનો ઇવેન્ટ આ શો બહુ જ તમને ઉત્સાહથી તમે જો કરો છો એમાં તમે સફળ થશો અને આ શો પૂરા વિશ્વમાં પ્રસિદ્ધિ લાવશે અમારા સેક્ટર માટે આ મારી ભગવાનથી પ્રાર્થના છે. મારા કલીગ્સ દર્શનાબેન અને પુરુષોત્તમભાઈ તમારે સાથે રૂબરૂ છે ત્યાં અને મને વિશ્વાસ છે તમે મારા સેક્ટરથી તો જોડાવ છે તમારો, પણ ગુજરાતનો જો તમારો જોડાવ છે એ ત્યાં રૂબરૂ તમારી સાથે છે અને તમને પ્રોત્સાહન આપવા માટે અમારા બેઓ વરિષ્ઠ મંત્રી તમને બહુ જ સારી સમર્થન પણ દેશે અને આગળ ચાલીને તમારી સાથે આપણી પૂરી સરકાર વડાપ્રધાન નરેન્દ્ર મોદીજીને નેતૃત્વમાં તમારા સેક્ટર જોડે કંધાથી કંધા મળાવીને અમે કામ કરશું અને દેશનો વિકાસમાં તમારું યોગદાન વધાવશું. Thank you. Sorry for any mistakes in my Gujarati. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and a warm round of applause to our distinguished Chief Guest, Shri Piyush Goyal. Thank you, sir, for your kind sentiments, your good wishes for the success of IIJS Signature and IIJME, and for your never-failing support of all our endeavors. You truly embody the very best of what is exemplified by the Latin phrase, in virtute robur.